Edina Papa B. We are coming in numbers on the 22nd of April 2023. Ekoso Ewo Kaliolan Settlementalo Student Katu 11 on Sinki. Yepa Sadi Abwanitiano Sana and Womatientino. Ye Kwanini to do Bra. Na Yenshia Akesifuabi to say His Excellency the Vice President of Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, Honorable Dr. Freda Akosia Prempe, MP, Tananoff, and Minister of State, Office of the President.
Honorable Frank Asielu Bekwen, Director of Political Affairs, Office of the President. Mr. Kwame Chirichie Amponsa, Director of External Affairs, MPP. Mr. Kojoba Ajimai, CEO, Ghana Digital Centers.
Honorable Alon Pajo Chremantin, MPP Presidential Aspirant. Honorable Kennedy Ajapon, MP, Asen Central, and MPP Presidential Aspirant. Honorable Francis Adeyi Nimo, MPP Presidential Aspirant. Justin Frimpong Kodria, the General Secretary. Edma MPP Abusia Koninina. Madam Kate Jamfua, MPP National Women Organizer, and many more. Achoto Roni Piankoma Bebre, and Nebepa, MPP Finland at 7.
Working and holding together to break the 8.
Krudu,
Eshi Rado.
Kano to dote nyamena nyamendirla ka kenjoleti Kano to dote nyamena nyamendirla ka kenjoleti Handing nalong for the silo leko Dama silo tentilina Kano dunia kado ke Kano dunia kano kana momandiao Kano Kilimu de muruta ayette torandi Wala dinko be alone bulu yo gogogoy fona de enkanda Geda nyanya kalanda nyanya manta wala be alone bulu Nyanga nyanya manta wala brado de mulo Denyamena nyinga no denyamena lo alentuye Kanoto, the Yaman Nodo, Alentuye. Why you move in your canoe, the Yaman Nodo, Alentuye. Saramane by Rocano, Saviki, Alentuye. Why, Mamma, Sabadocano. Umar Gigi Terma Joko de Nyamena
Hello, good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to JC Radio, Espoo, Finland. My name is Seni Chabi, originally from the Gambia, and I have been living in Finland for almost 20 years. This program is organized by my best friend Joe, DJ Joe, and the program is sponsored by him. He has a barber salon in Espoo. So whenever you want to have the best haircut, please go to Joe's Barbershop in Espoo. He's customerly friendly. He's a very nice guy. And then this program is organized to help the people, especially we the immigrants living in Finland. We can discuss about many important issues. My show is called The Drive. Every Tuesday at this time for 1 hour 30 minutes. During these programs, we're going to discuss about a lot of things that affect us, that would improve our life, living conditions in Finland, that would encourage us to, because we should remember that Finland is our home. It's our adopted country. So, and then when we discuss things that would make our life better, how we can contribute towards the society. Because wherever you live, that's your home at this moment. And then this program is very important. We are still looking for sponsors, people who are going to sponsor this program, because as you know, Joe is paying all the bills, and then he has a lot of followers. If you have a business in Finland, you can approach Joe and discuss with him. He would advertise your programs. If you have activities in Finland too, you can reach out to him. There are a lot of presenters all over the world, from all over the world. So a lot of things would be discussed in this studio pertaining about social issues, political issues, economical issues, employment, how to look for jobs, how to prepare yourself, how to deal with immigration, how to deal with the society when it comes to ethically, because we come from a different background, and our background is very exotic that we can bring a lot of things into the society. So that being said, I would like to give many thanks to my brother Joe. He's also in the studio. He's here with me. He's a young African who is doing everything in his power, in his capacity, to bring us together, we the people living here in Finland. When we say we the people, it doesn't mean that just the immigrants. We are part of the society. The Finns are our brothers and sisters, because we are living together. So that being said, we have to recognize his efforts. He employed a lot of people too, and then his barber salon is there. We were even discussing that immigrants who are finding it difficult to find a working place, so that you can contact him through official things, so that he would take you as a student for some time through the employment office, because everything has to be professional. Because here in Finland we deal with everything has to be the right time, right place, and the right thing to do. So if you have difficulties in finding a place for placement, to learn more about employment in Finland, how Finnish system, how the working environment is working, you can just contact Joe, and Joe would facilitate, I would facilitate that part. And then my profession is I'm a registered nurse for almost 14 years. I'm working with Vanta City for almost 13 years. And then I work with Espoo City too for almost 2 years. So there is a variety of experience that we could share. But we're gonna entertain you with some music for the moment, and then we can continue from there.
Nene boy gala seri fere teneng inungura Iteni manyuma kure huluda aga etenewo Terengo imaje tenente doyala Bari tenong bulumba dadi tenen dur bergan Dimaso sa moto ma tenengo motor di la baratanye Birinda da soko Tembe ka famodu Odia kenye La misa ona bari musolu
We have to take a little break so that to entertain you. Okay, today the show is called The Drive. We all know what is The Drive. The Drive is a concept that, we will drive your life. We are not going to drive your car, but we will drive your life to a better place. So today we're going to talk about many things. I know there are many people who find it very difficult to adjust themselves into the Finnish society. So we're going to tell you that as long as you are in the system or you are not in the system, there are many procedures that you need to take so that you can be part of the system. And when you are part of the system too, don't feel that you are an outsider because, this is the society that we are living. Finns are very shy at the beginning, especially in the working environment, because we have to understand that our culture's way of life, how we talk, how we approach, how we address situation is totally different. But the most important thing is quality. So wherever you are working, if you are going to school, we have to follow the basic procedures. And then sometimes some of our brothers find it difficult to look for information when it comes to immigration issues and all those things. Here, everything is written on the website. If you want to know anything about any department, you just have to go to their website and then you will find every information there. Or you can also give a call. Almost 80% of the Finns, they can speak English. And then, you can always talk to them. If at all he cannot speak English, he would provide you with someone who can speak English and all those things. So that being said, it's a pleasure to be with you here in the studio. And first of all, I have to thank my Gambian brothers. All the Gambians in Finland living in abroad in the Gambia, please try to share this, try to follow this, because you never know. Joe is someone who loved the Gambia. He was in the Gambia. The owner of this studio was one time in the Gambia in Kololi. He speaks Wolof, you understand? And then we knew each other for 13 good years. Imagine, 13 good years, we knew each other. And since I know him, he has been the best, friend of mine. Even he's from Ghana, you understand? So it shows that we, the Africans, we are one people because we have to support each other. We have to be there for each other. And when we are also here, we have to act like professional. We have to act as ambassadors of our own country, of our own culture, of our own continent. Because, like he's from Ghana, I'm from Gambia, but we collaborate, we work together, we have this mutual understanding that even he created my own special program because he loved the Gambia. So my request to all the Gambians in Finland, in Europe, in the Gambia, in Asia, in America, if you are listening to me, let's support Joe. Let's share his videos. Let's follow him. And then if we have anything to offer, we can. Because this guy really, at some point, he told me, my brother, if you see any Gambian who is looking for a job, I can train him. That's real out of love. This is how he loved the Gambian people. So that being said, we have to remember to, appreciate his effort. Gambia is the smiling coast of Africa. If Joe might allow me, I can also speak my local dialect to my fellow Gambians. Mbadin Gambian call, I'll see you all Seni Jabi, but Gambiale, Base Manikunda, Niwata, the Syrian Finland, Bimbe studio Lokono, studio me alonko, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin, Mosi Alaten to Bake, Katunko, na brother, Memu Jodi, Menenta Gambia Kano Bake, Ngalong, Anisa and Temasangetan in Sawa, Lungole Nabenda, a camera Nabata Bakel and Fakelen. Atelenye online TV station o create ako na brother nanga do ko ke ntelle bota Africa Jamo mulyality, but hanika bi insinano le nga kacha nganna adol, nganna dinol, nganna tarikuol, nga mentari mamanyole bake ka nga promo tubabo do fana. Because tubabo fana kalefu wala. Because tubabo already, itel be tubabo dule. Itel wuluta janne. Ku jama biji malong Africa kuol kono. You understand? So, nintel ke karande wale ka kontan bakele. Na kuol ke kontan bakele, na tabirol ke kontan, na dumfeol ke kontan. So until men fanam be tubabo do jang nyanta ka nyo mota nga kalenti nga nyo fasa. So wala ke na nyen studio yele ama yela da madre yele pro an nyong mo fion lien lun tan lien nsina nsi kacha nsi nyoso hakilola nsi nsa jibe be nyo de mano la nyame. So wala gena important. So be mo be danela mo mo nimbe nyin jibe ka isa seya ni be Finland fana ne alonko lafta ka a sponsor isa sponsor no because mo jamala ke la mo nyi TV station ola jang nyin tubabo do banko ka mo jamala ke la mo yala. So mbe jo tentu la bake mba jay la bake mba fala gambianol nyi mum be la tati de ali nga mota nyofe katun bi ntenata la studio kono sama modo sinanole senende modo sinanole mo malong ela sababu nyi mabe membala. So wala kinako nyin drive so specially, be Gambianol be Daniela, al sikara sea, al sikara fenke, because nalbe kukono, nsi sino jane nga kacha, nsi mansanyol safenole, nsi kujamal safenole, you understand? So wala kina mbal be tentula bake, mbal jayla bake, bafalal be inko nyimon na programo it. Ala baraka bake, mbal entertain la with some music, and then I'll come back. Yeah, so anyway, welcome back again. So that being said, I was talking in my own local language to tell my Gambian brothers and sisters who are living in Finland and around Europe and America, because this is an online, let them support us. Because if somebody loves your country, love your culture, love your way of life, I mean, the only thing that you can do is to click and to share and to support. So this program is called the Drive Show, and then during this program, 1 hour 30 minutes, we will be discussing about many important issues regarding living in Finland, life in Finland. If you want to migrate to Finland, what are you expecting? Maybe there are many people in Africa, or many people are in Finland who want to bring their families to Finland. Like if you are legal here, you have the right to many things, but there are things that you don't know until and unless you ask, or you ask relevant authorities. Because as long as you are part of the system, my brother, there is really, really freedom in this country. I mean, there is also all the possibilities of adjustment. There is also all the possibility of self-development. But you cannot develop yourself until you establish yourself. One, you can establish yourself until you know what you are going to do, what you want, and what you would want to be in the future. So we want to thank the Finnish authorities too for making it possible to give us all the freedoms that we needed in this country. I have experienced it, Me, here, I don't see myself as an outsider. Let me tell you that. That's the best secret. If you want to live happily in a foreign country, don't see yourself as an outsider. Me, when I'm in Finland, I act like a Finn. When I'm in the Gambia, I'm a Gambian, an African. That's my philosophy. Because, when I act like a Finn here, I don't see any differences between me and them. And I don't, I'm not quick to judge them when they make certain decisions, because law is law, culture is culture, tradition is tradition, religion is religion. We all have our individual tradition, cultures, and all those things. So for us who came from outside to come here, we need to adjust ourselves, adjust ourselves to the culture, way of life, in order to establish. And when you establish, all your fundamental human rights will be protected, because if they know you know your rights, they won't abuse it and all those things. And then that's how it is. So that's why it's very important when you live in this country, try to learn the language, try try to go to a professional school, try to ask what is available for you. Because everything that is available for you is already written clearly on the internet, on that website. When it comes to social assistance, when it comes to economical assistance, when it comes to healthcare, social welfare, when it comes to family assistance, when it comes to bringing your family members from Africa to here, because those are your fundamental human rights, that your family members should be with you. And then if everything is intact, Finland has changed, because I remember when I came 20 years ago, it's like, my God, it's totally different. When I went to the railway station, when I see an African cleaning, I'm like, wow, he's an African cleaning in Europe. I'm like, wow, will I even be a cleaner? Wow, I was like staring at them and looking at them, wishing to be a cleaner one day. Yeah, but I mean, thank God that, I have passed those stages, and I'm a registered nurse, and I'm working, with the city, and then, I'm well respected where I am working. This is how it is. When a country, there are rules and regulations, Of course, I'm not saying that everything is perfect. I'm not saying that. But it's the way you see things, because approach is very important. Sometimes they will talk straight blank to you. You might misinterpret it, but hold it right, and then think before you make any judgment or conclusion. I don't know whether my co-host would like to join the discussion, or whether when people have questions, you can send in your questions, and I will read them. At this moment, Kisima Sidibe is online. He's asking me how I am. Kisima, I'm very, very fine. I'm very, very happy that I could be in a studio like this, well decorated, very expensive studio. As a Gambian, I'm honored to be in this studio. And then I'm a little bit nervous because this is the first time to be in this kind of.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be. You just have to. You just have to. I mean, because you are somebody that you are a outspoken person. You say what's in your mind, and that is good. I always tell people that you have to be free. Your brain is not a wholesale that you keep things in. It comes in and it goes. Then you focus on other stuff. But that has said, also just want to welcome you officially to Chase Radio, because I knew you for a long time. I mean, you said already 13 years. That is way back. I think it's even more than that. But then the day, I'm happy you're here. I also want something from where a country that I have grew up. I grew up in Gambia, and so many people. I have my best friends living there, so I definitely need something from there, and I need more and more. So, I mean, I'm really, really happy to have you here, and I mean the show goes on. And for those of you, the meaning of his show is Drive Show. Means he's one person that he want to talk about the socialism in Finland, things that is going on, things that are transparent both out and in. Then you can know. So drive means we will drive you through all the section, that you want to know about Finland, about educations, about the social welfare. It's about how, if you want to migrate here, or etc., etc. Yeah.
Thank you very much, my brother Joe. I'm just happy, more than the word happy, as a Gambian, as an African, and as a Finn.
Absolutely.
I have known you for a long time.
Yeah.
You are an example to all the immigrants in this country. You always encourage me, and we talk more, and then you also show me the spirit of, oneness.
Yeah.
Ñun ñoo ko bokka, ñun Gambian lañ, understand nga la ma mean?
Yes. Ñun ko bokka. Ñun ñe benn lañ.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, ñun ñe benn lañ, yeah.
Yeah. So that being said, I mean, life is important. Life is, something that comes with challenges sometimes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's how you handle those challenges.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I remember, like, when I came newly, it was not as easy as it is today. I always believe that, how can I survive in this weather? How can I pull it off? My brother, you understand those kinds of feelings?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, but I mean, as time goes on, I integrate it.
Yeah.
And I don't see myself as an outsider.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, but you know, I always say that Finland is a country whereby if you are living here and you don't know the benefit of this country, then probably you're on an outskirt, because it's a country whereby although opportunity is not that much, which I understood, but then we're talking about freedom here, you know. I mean, like your child can go to school, come home, you know, everything is just systematically, you know. So I mean, like I love Finland. I don't see myself anywhere else apart from Finland, though. I don't know, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, my brother.
Yeah,
Because I have lived it anyway.
absolutely.
I mean, I start feeling good when I migrated to Finland. I have to be honest with you. I start feeling like I'm a real man when I moved to Finland.
Wow.
Yeah, because I mean, I have seen a lot of things. You know, I have went through many things,
Wow.
and I was given the opportunity to go to school here without paying even a single cent.
I'm telling you.
You understand? So that's why I feel like I'm a Finn. You understand what I mean?
I agree.
Even if I'm from the Gambia,
I
because
agree.
all the opportunities. But it doesn't mean that I have to take advantage of the opportunities.
No.
You know, I have been working almost all the biggest hospitals here.
Yeah, I was surprised when he last time we was having a conversation, and he was actually saying to me that you have been working for almost 15 years in the nursing sector. I was like, whoa, 15 years, that is a long way.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, like, I respect you a lot, and you know, I always see that I'm going to work. I was like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. So, I mean, me seeing you going to work and every day you taking care of your family, and I see how good chemistry you have with your son, Bilad, and I mean, like, you know, that is beautiful. That is awesome. That is awesome, because many of us here, like I can say, you know, I know so couple of people that actually don't really have this relationship with their children in Gambia here, and which this country is a country whereby, you know, children are prioritized. So if you have the opportunity to have access to your child, you know, I just got a call last time, and the person wanted me to actually talk about these issues. Like people, some of our brothers don't really care so much about their children, and I was like, okay, it is a very sensitive matter, so this need to be more like more proper investigation. You have to go through that, because you may not know why, you know, and you cannot just come and sit here and talk something that, you know, you have no full details about it. But I mean, like, it's a beautiful smiling coast country, though.
Yeah, thank you. I want to thank you, but this special topic about family relationship,
Yeah.
I think we have to talk about it. In this country, you know, nowadays there are laws that both men and women are equal when it comes to holiday to stay with your child, and you would be paid full salary.
That is beautiful to talk about it.
Oh, you understand what I mean?
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter whether you are working, whether you're not working, whether you have money to support your child or not. The most important thing is your presence
Okay.
in the life of the child.
Okay.
You have to demonstrate that you are available all the time.
Your availability.
Based on my experience, some of the people run away because of, you know, they don't want to take responsibility.
I don't mean it to.
My brother, this is not Africa. You just give baby and you run away. No.
Absolutely.
You know, you have to take responsibility.
Yeah.
And if you don't take responsibility, you know just who is taking responsibility. Me and you, we are the taxpayers, my brother.
Of course.
You understand? That's what people don't know. Nothing is free. The government doesn't have money. It's our tax money.
Yeah, of course. There's no natural resources in Finland.
No.
Apart from tax.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
people should understand that when you decide to make a baby, those babies are innocent.
Yeah.
It's not only the woman should take care, because the baby deserves both the parents.
Yeah.
The government understand that. The society understand that. The social understand that.
Yeah.
And they will tell you, if you cannot pay, come. We'll pay for you. Just be in the life of the child.
Yeah.
And no woman has the right to take your child away from you until and unless you pose a danger.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Until and unless you are dangerous towards them.
I agree.
Look, I love my kids because they are mine. You know,
have
they
to.
are peace of mind. You know, when I see them, I feel happy. You know why? Because I was there since day one, my brother.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen you.
When you have been in the life of someone since day one, you become connected.
Yeah,
You understand? You have that mutual love.
I agree.
You will do everything to defend them.
I agree. I
You
agree.
understand? Because we are parents.
I agree.
You know, we have to defend them. We have to be there for them. We have to, because if one parent is missing in someone's life, that's so painful, my brother.
Yeah.
That child would grow without a father,
Yeah.
without the love of a father or a mother.
Yeah.
Nothing can recover that.
Yeah.
You understand? So let's try to adjust ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Not like, you know, that kind of African concept, you know, the woman will take care of. Of course, women also, they'll become tired anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to go to work to solve their own problems, you know.
Yeah.
Because here it's like, you know, both men and women goes to work and take care of the bills and share the things. And it makes it easier for everybody.
Yeah.
And if the woman is living separately, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I agree.
What matters is the child between you and you all continue on a separate life.
Yeah, I agree.
You understand? No hate. Because the mama of your child, if you hate that, you are hating your child, my brother. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the success of that mama is the success of your child.
Yeah.
And the success of your child is your own happiness.
Yeah.
So, my brother, what's the grudge about that?
Absolutely none.
You know, even they are bitter, you have to relax and, you know, you don't fight with yourself. Fighting with your baby or your baby mama is like fighting with yourself. Because it will reflect back to you indirectly, whether you believe it or not.
Absolutely.
It will make your life complicated in this country because you can't run away as long as you are in this country, my brother. No place to hide.
Yeah.
This country is like, you know, everything is like, you know, it's like, you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I
digital.
understand.
Everything is digital.
Of course, systematically.
The first thing that they ask you, Henkel to Nux.
One button, you're good to go. Yeah. Sure.
My brother, when they scroll you, they go down.
No, absolutely.
They check everything.
100%.
So
100%.
to avoid all those complications, you know, let's
100%.
be responsible. It's all about responsibility.
Yeah.
If we African governments are responsible, what are we doing here? We would not even have to think about migrating.
Our leaders is their topic is for another time. You know, it's just sad. You know, it's just sad because, you know, sometimes when you seek asylum and probably, let me say, you are from Nigeria or Ghana or any of these African countries which been recognized that they have full of natural resources, mineral resources, and all that, and they seeing you coming out of that place, coming here and, you know, seek asylum. Sometimes they are wondering why.
Yeah.
You understand? There's someone, a friend of mine explained that he said he seek asylum, that he's from Ghana or something, and it's like it was, and they, of course they know Ghana, but then they was wondering that you are full of these riches, so why are you here? You know, and that question is very, very deep to answer, but you don't even know where to start from. But then all stands for one thing: bad leaders, selfish leaders. I mean, like, they're always thinking about themselves, their family, friends, and etc. etc. So I really thank God I'm in Finland, you know, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a country, they receive me. So I always said that I'm proud to be an African, but to be honest, you talking about that, I'm proud to be a Ghanaian. I kind of have a question mark because what is there to be proud of? I am African, yes. African is a continent. I'm proud to be an African. Black man, yes. But I'm not proud that I'm a Ghanaian. There's nothing to boast of. Because I'm come from a country, but they don't even care about my family, you know. Like, if my family are here, they'll be well taken care of. They are going to hospital, everything will be, you know, accurate. I don't have to be worried. You know, just last week, my mom was sick, and, you know, I have to send money. Like, and they arrived there, it's not enough, I have to send again. So I was asking myself, what kind of country is it? And they have this healthcare card, and it's not even
up to standard.
up to standard, like
They will
working.
provide,
So you ask yourself, are you really proud of this country? I don't know.
It's something that we need to take
Yeah,
deeply.
yeah, absolutely.
And we have to appreciate that our adopted country receive us very well. And I don't mean there's no discrimination here. I'm not saying that. But everybody plays by the book. You understand? By the constitution, by the law. The moment you are in the system, you will not be denied from anything.
Yeah.
My brother also is online, Sajo Bayan. Sajo, I want to thank you. This guy, one of the people, I'm from Basse.
Okay.
Basse is very far from the Combos. I know you know the Combos. Basse is like maybe 300 kilometers from Banjul.
Oh, okay.
Very upland, very hot. These are the pioneers. These are the brothers who build many things. Although things are collapsing now, but in those days, in the early 80s, when I was a little boy, these are the people who were there to build the community.
Okay.
Build schools and give financial assistance to petty traders. I want to thank him for that. Hopefully one day he would share his experience with the rest of the Gambians.
Yeah.
Because it's good to know people who have been there earlier on. You know, one thing I realize about Africa, we don't recognize our heroes like people like you. Trying to pave way to new people. I've seen you, helping many people, advising them and creating pathway for them to integrate in the society. We need to appreciate that. You understand what I mean? Because appreciation also is a form of something that would increase people's spirit, and then it would motivate people to do more towards that society. So we still come back to Finland,
Absolutely.
as an immigrant. I clearly remembered, when I newly came here. It was, during winter 2002 in December. It was really very, very cold. But I was able to adjust towards the society.
Okay.
My main aims and objective at that moment to look for a job. My brother, when I come to Finland, I was like, I really want to make difference in my own life.
Beautiful.
Do you understand what I mean?
Beautiful.
As a man, you have to be focused.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
You can have fun sometimes. During the weekends, you can go clubbing and chill and all those things. But at the end of the day, you have to know, why are you here? I ask myself, why am I here?
It's a question mark.
Yeah, so, and I was lucky to come to know about international schools. My brother, when I applied, I was, third on the waiting list. Me, every day I call the student office. I'm on the waiting. That's how I was hungry to go to school.
Beautiful.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
I was hungry. Later they are tired. I said, yes, now you can come. I said, wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My brother, that first year, every day I'm in school, even one subject, I go and sit.
Wow.
That
shows how determined you are. You are.
Because sometimes some opportunities would never come back,
Yeah.
my brother.
Yeah.
Those kinds of opportunities, sometimes people think opportunities will come twice. Not for everybody. Not for everybody.
Yeah.
If something comes to your life, grab it, my brother, with your two hands and your two legs.
Absolutely.
Work hard.
Yeah.
You understand? And concentrate and complete that. Don't listen to people. Look, money is sweet, but at the end of the day, it's not guaranteed. You can be a millionaire today, tomorrow it's gone. But if you have a secured skills, professions, and all those things, you can survive anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
That's why I grabbed that opportunity, my brother. I am always in school every day. My brother, I'll go to the toilet, in fact, go with my notes and read.
Wow.
Yeah. But I thank God that, despite all the challenges, all the difficulties, culture,
Sure.
Weather, language, because, when you come new, language is the first barrier. Communication is important to all the newcomers. Finnish is not that as difficult as many people imagine. Because most of the time they'll tell you Finnish is difficult. Of course, every language is difficult.
I agree.
But you have to put on efforts.
Yeah.
And they understand that, it's not our mother tongue.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're not perfect in that, but the most important, you try.
No, but Mr. Seni, one thing I always advise people that if you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do, because you are in this country whereby that it's not an English-speaking country. They have their own divine language. So then the day, for you to communicate to the people, you don't expect them, compulsory, they have to speak English. Of course, I understand English is a universal language, don't get me wrong. But then you try as much also to speak the basic. But some people, I'm not interested. But if you're not interested, how do you expect them to put you in the office if you cannot even, speak the basic? So sometimes we also have to calculate by ourselves and know that are we on the right track or not? Sometimes you can be on the right track and also applying for the wrong job, because some job that they put you there and like for example, I know somebody have done like a business, and the person and also something like got to do with bank, and he cannot even speak or form one sentence, maybe like form one finished sentence, and you expect that they employ in the bank. So what are you going to do there?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Customer care is important in this country.
Exactly. So then I always say that if you are in a country whereby it's not an English-speaking country, you always have to advise yourself to do something that that this does not require the language skill. You understand? Construction, this hoi tire, of course there are all this require the finish, but it's not that compulsory that specifically you have to speak the finish. But being how do you call it? A banker or working in this Keller office and all that. Of course, that you definitely need a finish.
Exactly.
Because thousands of people comes there, they don't understand English and all that. So there are certain positions if you cannot speak the English, even though you have the qualification to indulge yourself with, but then also consider that the language comes in. What am I going to do? Yeah.
You are right about that. It's just like when I moved to your country, Ghana, and I cannot speak any of the native languages. So how am I going to communicate with them?
But Ghana, English, I think English is official.
My brother, can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
Do you know that English is always speaking in England, in Europe? Do you know that? We don't even need English in Africa, my brother.
Of course, that's where, that's what Kwame Nkrumah wanted. Like, all our syllables have to be in the local dialect, which was true. But then, because of criminality, they have to indulge English to us, because then we are embezzled to learn. Because then it goes like that if somebody who is excuse my language, somebody who is like an illiterate or something, that have never been to school, if you come and you pull out all this big grammar as a politician, and they'll just clap for you. It just mesmerizes them that you are speaking big grammar, and they don't understand anything. So that's why they are taking advantage on the people. You understand? But then if they are speaking our own language that they can hear directly, they cannot cheat us. They impose English to us, and whereby for us, because in Africa, I don't know all people live in Africa, but then according to, I think about 40 to 50% are only educated. You understand? Lack of money, financial situation and all that. So they're always trying to impose English baby grammar on you, and you don't even understand anything. But in Finland here, even a little child understand when Yle is broadcasting news.
Yes, yeah.
Why? Because it's in the language. You understand? Yeah. If you go to Spain, same thing.
Spanish.
So.
If you go to Italy, Italian.
Same.
If you go to Germany, German.
Same.
If you go to Sweden,
same.
Swedish. I realize that it's only in England that they speak. All the other Europe, they speak their own native language.
Of course.
And my brother, if you think about it, there are scientists in Africa, but the problem is we don't recognize them because they don't speak English. They are not in the school. There are people who knows nature, who are scientists, They know the art. They know when the rain is coming, when it's not coming. They know many things, but unfortunately, we don't value them, and then their skills and knowledge would go to waste.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that being said, I mean, of course, when we are here, let's try our best and adjust. That is by trying to speak the language as much as we can. But Finland has changed, my brother.
Very.
Yesterday I was in the train, I was impressed. Finland has changed.
Yeah.
Compared to 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, here, especially the area we live, you know, I'm really impressed because the thing is, it's just like you are living in New York or any part of Africa, you know. It's like multicultural. It's as, you know, Finland has gone far.
Yeah.
Compared to 20 years ago. And, you know, 20 years to come also, it's going to be different. But one thing I would like to advise ourselves, including myself, let's try to engage in the political system of this country. You know why? Because we can make policies and programs for our kids who are growing up.
Yeah, I agree. I
understand?
I agree on that.
We have to think about it because if you live in a community, you have to really understand that community. You have to understand, you have to be part of the community. How can you be part of the community? You have to be part of people who are making programs and making laws and policies and all those things. But if we always think that it's not our problem, other people will take advantage and elect people who would come and make it difficult for us, even if we are citizens.
Yeah.
So that being said, I mean, you know, if we want our rights and the future of our kids to be stable in this country, we have to engage.
Yes, we have to.
We have to be part of the society.
Absolutely.
We don't have to isolate ourselves.
I agree.
You understand? Sometimes, you know, I would tll my customer, I'm an African fiend, you know.
Yeah.
Are you born here? I say, yeah, I'm born here, you know. Yeah, orchestra. I say, yeah, of course. You have never seen a black fiend? Here is one for your information. And then we laugh. You understand what I mean? So, So sometimes, you know, people themselves make life difficult for themselves.
I agree.
You understand? If you go to Rome, do as Romans do.
Do what the Romans do.
It does, yeah. Because I mean, you know, we are each other's keeper.
Absolutely.
Like, for example, if Russia has to attack here, you know, we have to defend this country because our kids are living.
I'll be the first to shoot.
Yeah.
I love Finland. You know.
Yeah, of course, we can't go back. We have to defend the country.
It's a great country.
Our kids are living here. So this is the country that, look, I've been living here for more than 20 years. Almost half of my life.
Yeah, sure.
So, of course, I'm in Gambia and I go there every year, but still, when I'm in the Gambia, I miss Finland.
All right.
You know.
Okay, so just saying, I will leave you to run your show, and I go out, and I'll see you later, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, enjoy your show, sir.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated, and drive safely. So
sure.
I will continue with my show. I'll continue talking, and I will be checking the text messages to answer any questions that people want to ask. And then from now onwards, every Tuesday at the same time, at the same place. The only place to be is JC Radio Online. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us everywhere in this world. And then we'll appreciate your support. We'll appreciate your comments. We'll appreciate your feedbacks. We'll appreciate everything. Because the reason why this online radio is created is to communicate with the people. And communicating with the people, it means, you know, globally. It means also, I mean, you know, exchanging ideas. It means discussions. It means, you know, taking one step at a time in a positive way. It means, you know, going for what is important, discussing what is not important, because, you know, sometimes in life, you know, you have to be jovial. Sometimes in life, you have to be creative. Sometimes in life, you have to act. according to what is available at that moment. So that being said, I mean, people living in Finland, including the immigrants, it doesn't matter where you come from, especially people living in Espoo. We want to thank you all. We appreciate that if you follow us. We will appreciate that if you want to sponsor the program, because things are changing also. The online TV has a lot of followers, more than 16,000 followers. So we would be happy to advertise your business, to take your business to another level, because everything in this studio costs money. And that being said, it's so important that if we really, really have sponsorship. I want to entertain you with some music for the time being. Thank you. Okay, it seems that the music is not playing, then I'll come back on live. Yeah. So I want to talk about little things about migrating to Finland, especially people who newly migrate to Finland, people who want to come to Finland. If you want to come to Finland, you must have a reason to come to Finland. Just like any other person who wants to travel to Gambia, you must have a reason to travel to Gambia. It has to be based on either tourism, business, or family ties. So, and you have to go to Migrate Pistafi and check for requirements that is needed for you to, apply for either residential permit, or either visa, or either business trip visa. Hopefully, if you have those requirements, you'll be given the visa to come to Finland. And if you come to Finland, it depends on what kind of resident permit you have. When it's based on, family ties, this means your rights are not limited. Anything that other residents will get, those are the same rights that you will get too. Because here, when it comes to social welfare, there is no discrimination. Because, everything is, written on the website. And they would even tell you all the things that you need to have, you need to do. So that being said, you have to follow the integration programs. There are different departments that would do that. And it also depends on the cities that you are living in. But it's always important, wherever you are living, which city you are living, you ask for the information. There are many ways to get an information. If you go to library, public libraries is free. The people working in the public library, they would always assist you to look for information and all those things. We also have employment office. You can always report and register yourself as a job seeker. And now, everything is digital. You can also go online and Google search, job opportunities in Finland. Or you go to www.malpistafi. But alongside, don't forget to try to, learn a little bit of Finn, because it will always make it easier for you to look for jobs that you are looking for. Because it depends on the kind of residential permit you have, but some student visa, I don't know how many hours they are allowed to work. If you are on a student visa, you have to ask your immigration officer, or you have to go and ask through the website. You have to go and check there. So make sure that what is required, you acquire that. So your life would be very easy in this country. And moreover, when you get a job or when you are looking for a job, it's still the same. Ask a friend would ask a friend. Just keep on calling, because now I think employment is not that very hard in Finland. There are many job opportunities. It depends on what you want to do. Yeah. But the best way to live in Finland is to work and pay taxes. You know, you can feel good about yourself. You can know that you are also contributing towards the development of the society. And then you would have that sense of freedom. Nobody would ask you to bring these papers, bring that, bring that, and all those stuff. So as long as you work in accordance with the rules and the regulations in this country, you know where to go, with whom to socialize yourself, and then you are safe. But if you are at the wrong place at the wrong time, then you might cause a real problem for yourself. Because in any society, in any country, the reason why it's peaceful because there are laws there are regulations, there are rules that you should follow, that you should do, that you should not do. And in this country, if you don't do anything wrong, it's not like other countries whereby wherever you go, you'll be checked, you'll be asked to produce your documents now. Here, until and unless it's a general checkup, and even that they'll inform you. They'll inform you where they would be, you know. So, and the other thing is, I mean, if you join the transport, you have to pay. If you don't pay, then this means you might be in trouble. That's another thing. But that being said, this program is about, you know, the drive, the drive. So it's geared towards discussing with people like ourselves, people from different economical background, different cultural background, different, you know, you said it, you know, because an immigrant is always an immigrant. You know. But at the same time, we have to appreciate our home, because where you live at that moment, that's your home at that moment. Finland is your home, even if you are here for 3 months. At this moment, this country is your home. You need to appreciate, accept, and be a role model of your own society. When I said be a role model of your own society, when I do wrong things today, of course, you know, I'm a Finn, I'm also a Gambian, but the first impression he's an African from the Gambia. The best way to sell the image of the Gambia is to do the right thing. I'm proud to be a Gambian wherever I go. Whenever they ask me where you're from, I said I'm a Gambian, but living in Finland for 20 years. So I want to be the best, among the best as a citizen, as a Gambian citizen. You understand? I want to raise the flag of the Gambia wherever I am, whomever I'm speaking to. Even if I have the opportunity to speak with the Finnish president, I will tell him, look, I'm a Gambian, equally as I'm a Finn. I love Finland, but I also love Gambia. So this is how I love my own country, because it's the country that I was born, raised. You know. I migrated to Finland when I was 25 above, you know. But most of the opportunities, I got them in this country, I have to be honest with you. At the beginning, I never appreciated it, but now when I reflected my previous life, my recent life, oh my God, I thank God for everything. But it did not happen because I was lying down on in my bed. No. I worked my ass out. You know what I mean? Clock in, clock out. If you want to live to the best of your ability, not like, you know, thinking about how to get your next meal, thinking about if you want to go out for dinner with your kids, thinking about how much you're gonna, you know, spend now. Because this country is also expensive. If you go to a restaurant, like buffet, one person would pay 20 euros just for one. So if you go with 3 people, that's 60, you know. That's how it is. I mean, in life, especially when you're in this country, if you are good at anything, don't let other people tell you this country is like this country is like that. No, keep on trying. Because I fully remember when I was going to school, I fully remember other people would tell me, look, when you graduate, most of the Africans, when they graduate, they'll be working in the nursing homes. I was laughing. But you know what? That statement really, really motivated me to work in the hospital, to even work in the health centers, because I want to challenge myself that, hey, that guy once told me that I can work in the hospital, or I have to work in the, and then, I have to break those barriers, But the only way to break those barriers is because somebody told you that, you are wasting your time. Because when you graduate, you will end up working in nursing homes and all that. You can't work in the hospital. But now you go to everywhere in the hospital, all the hospitals, you'll find multicultural environment, which is quite amazing anyway. That's why I always believe that, things are changing. Slowly, but they're changing. So that being said, my advice to all the Gambians living here, we should also think positively that this is the country we are living. We all want to bring our families in this country. I mean, we have to think twice, not only bringing our family, but what kind of foundation are we laying down for the future of those families that are coming here? You understand what I mean? It's not just like sitting at one place complaining about the rules and regulations. Other brothers would complain, language is difficult, other brothers would complain. These people are this, these people are that. Look, my brother, wherever you go, there is discrimination. Even in my own country, Gambia. You go there is tribalism. People are judged based on their tribes. People are judged based on their religion. People are judged based on their sexual orientation. People are judged based on hate, nothing. You'll see people insulting each other on social media that they don't even know nothing about you. They don't know how you survive, how you pay your bills. What did you do for that country? Look, since I came to this country, all what I was doing, the extra that I get, I always give it back to the society there. At some point, I'll convince people to go for holidays. And they love Gambia that they continue going there. Even before the social media, I remember I got a friend who is an animal doctor, a veterinarian, who was connected, would collect a lot of things and will put it in a container and take it to the Gambia for free. I did all those things. If at all I was in the Gambia, I was not able to do all those things. So it's all about how you drive yourself. I mean, how you drive your life. You can drive your life the harder way. You can drive your life the softer way. You can drive your life the most comfortable way. That is, try to be gentle, law-abiding citizen, and adjusting yourself towards that environment. Because if we are living in this society, we know that we'll have 4 seasons. And when it's winter, you want to dress like it's summer. My brother and sisters, you are not going to make it. So the best way to live in this country is according to the weather. The way the weather is changing. And then many people would argue that, okay, I'll go back to Africa. I'll do this, I will do that. We are still here. Those are the same mistakes we did when we knew, we'll go back to Gambia. But we're still here. We are still here. This is like home to some of us. Sometimes you have to accept your destiny. This is my destiny. This is my home. This is where I belong to. So, if you accept your destiny, you accept your past, your future would be peaceful. But if you don't accept your destiny, you don't accept your past, you don't appreciate your destiny, you don't appreciate your past, my brother, after those equations, your future would be, you might be lucky to have a good future, but my brother, your future would be in a serious cross, because you will never be happy of anything that you get. Yeah. So life, even if you get €1, and that moment, that's the euro that you have, or that's the porridge that you have, or that's the last bread that you have, just appreciate that for the moment. And understand that this moment, this is what I get. But, I mean, if you don't want to appreciate that, if you want to live like, you are living in a different environment, you don't appreciate what you have, you might end up, regretting it at some point, because at some point you would like to have those opportunities and the opportunities are no longer there. So that being said, the country that we are living, even if you are living in Germany, Holland, Sweden, it doesn't matter. Just accept your destiny. Accept that you are from the Gambia. We should also, with all our differences, we should also promote, that country and pray that there will be peace there, and pray that, the country would be equally like the country that we are living. Because what is wrong for my brothers in the Gambia, for my sisters in the Gambia, to have equally the same opportunity that I'm having in this country? That would be so much peaceful and loving. But how can they achieve that? That's the number one question. How can they achieve that? That's the number one question. So, that being said, we have to, be people that cares for ourselves, our environment, our society, and then the future of our kids. But we have to lay down those futures. Sometimes I got worried because of the global crisis. We came from Africa, Gambia, we come here, we bring our family, we are disconnected from that home, we are here. And if we are not connected with this whole, what will be the future? Sometimes I'm worried about that. But every generation has its troubles, its challenges. It depends on that particular individual, how you see it, how you address it, because sometimes things would change automatically. If you think about it, from 2019 pandemic, many people went away unexpectedly. COVID changed everything. Companies were closed, lives were lost, resources were lost. People lose all their savings. People lose their jobs, And then now, last year also, there comes another tragedy that would affect the lives of other people all around the world. So all the time there is something that is challenging. That's nature. That's human nature. But you have to live your life to the fullest. That under any circumstances, wherever you are, whatever comes to your way, you have to appreciate that and challenge it and face it, and then try to defeat it as much as you can. Because if you don't do so, the problem would never go away. The problem would never go away. So the best way to overcome issues, problems, is to understand the magnitude of that issue, that problem, to break it down into pieces, to analyze each other pieces, to think what kind of approach you're going to take towards that problem to solve that problems. I mean, this country is not like Africa or Gambia or other part of European countries. Here people, the authorities, they respect privacy, they respect, people's right, until and unless you are a threat to the society. When you are a threat to the society, you are a threat to other people. Of course, there must be measures taken to control you, because you cannot put other people's life in danger just because of your own selfishness. Yeah, because the people that you are going to harm, they also have families, they also have work to do, they also have things to do, they also have plans, with their own family. So that being said, I mean, we can be selfish, but not all the time. Because if you want to be successful, you have to be selfish. If you are not selfish, you cannot be successful. The best way to be successful is to be partially selfish. But if you want to be good, to help everybody, my brother, you can't help everybody. So if you want to be successful, you have to be partially selfish. That's the best way to be successful. Yeah, so that's how it is. I mean, like I say, it's not like easy as many people think. But life is good. Life is good. So one should enjoy life. Where you are living and things that you are doing. I will take a minute break and listen to this music. Okay, I'm back again. That was just 10 seconds break. It would be nice if you can leave a comment so that I can go through the comment. Let me check out my phone. Kisima Sidibe is watching. Brother Sayo Bai is watching. ML Kamara is watching. I want to thank everybody for joining my program. This program will be coming to you every Tuesday from 5:30 Finnish time. Gambian time is 2:30. You can watch us on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Yeah, so we'll discuss many things regarding personal issues, personal experience, social issues, politics, ethical issues in working environment, how to adjust, quality of life in Finland, many other issues. And then at some point we'll be taking questions from people, and we'll be inviting people to come and join the show, to discuss, to narrate, to evaluate, to see what is best for our own societies. And then at some point we'll collaborate with the city of Espoo. We are extending our hand to the city of Espoo, to the mayor of Espoo, to look into the possibilities of how to integrate this online TV station, because it would solely in the future create employment for many people. It will make it easier for people to retrieve information. It will make it easier for people with multicultural background to be part of the society, because people are coming to discuss. We have a lot of presenters who are really, really well experienced. They have been living in Finland for so many years, and they got a lot of experience. And they want to share those experiences with the people, with our listeners. And to the business communities, you know, everything in this country is money. Even the studio is money, the materials, lots of thousands and thousands of euros. It will be very good if we can get sponsors that will sponsor the programs. Because right now, the CEO, who is Joe, he's spending his own cash. So we will reach out to the city to see what best they can do to help the CEO so that, you know, some of the bills, because we want to maintain this. We want to maintain the programs that we can talk with the people. Talking with the people, there's an excitement. You can learn, they can learn. You can entertain them. You can make them aware. You can make them feel good. In the future, we can discuss a lot of things, you know. And then I would reach out to the Gambian communities to join my show. If anybody wants to join my show every Tuesday, that you have an experience that you want to share, we would like to welcome you. I know there are artists, Gambian artists here. Master Lion, my greetings to you. Master Lion, if you are listening, I'm saying greetings to you, Mr. Master Lion, the Lion of the Lioness. Greetings to you, Master Lion. I'm inviting you to my show, JC Radio, the online radio, the only JC Radio in Finland. If you want to hear it, this is the place. If you want to enjoy, this is the place. If you want to feel love, this is the place. The only place to be is JC Online Radio. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we are everywhere. And then the CEO also have a barber shop in Espoo, Silvella. If you want to cut your hair, if you want to look good over the weekends, the only place to be is the Uptown Barber Shop. That's the only place I go and cut my hair, just like my kids. So we are all welcome. And I have discussed with the CEO that for people who find it difficult to look for practical training places for hair cutting and all those things, learning how to learn Finnish working environment through the employment office, you are welcome. But it has to be through employment office. Everything has to be official. Nothing like, you know, he's my brother and things like, no, it doesn't work like that. In this country, everything has to be, you know, official. So, that being said, the best way to make sure that this program is running is by sharing, joining us. I mean, you know, exchanging ideas, asking questions, you know, and be part of us too. Mr. Suso, my greatest. Yamaba, Manglani you. Lu neex nag mun ngeen a bàyyi comments maa ngi nuyu suma mbokk yi Gambien si ñu nekk Gambia ñu nekk Finland ñu nekk Europe fii man la seen mbokka Seni Jaabi man tamit Gambian la fii laa dëkka Finland fii laa dëkka 20 years every Tuesday suma benn brother Joe ku nga xam ne dafa bëgg Gambia from his heart Moma create a program on his radio show, online TV, JC Radio. So, suma show bi, tour bi, the drive show. The drive show is here pour ñu waxtaan, ñu dégloolante, ñu exchange ideas, ñu discuss suñ tolof, ñu discuss lu nga xam ne dafa yóbbu suñ réew mi si kanam dafa yóbbu Finland si kanam dafay make life easier for Gambians living in this country. You know, sometimes you know when you tell someone you are from the Gambia, they already have their own interpretation how is it to be a Gambian. We have to prove them wrong. We have a lot of things to put on the plate. Gambians are smart. We know how to cook the jollof rice. Have you tested the jollof rice? Especially with tomato, with the peanut butter, you put some meat there. That's really delicious. So we have a lot of things to put on the plate in this country. The beauty of being different is like you become exotic, but how are you going to express yourself? How are you going to bring those differences on the plate? So that's the approach. And that approach is very important. Because, when you talk, when you act, when you move, people analyze. People are people. Humans are humans. We all have different brains. People analyze things quickly. But we might be different. We might disagree. But at the end of the day, we all should understand that we are all humans. We all want better things for ourselves, for our families. Those are the most important things in life. What you want for yourself, that's the same thing your neighbor wants for himself. If you want goodness for yourself and for your family, remember that your neighbors also want the same thing. If you want peace and silence and harmony and all the best foods in the world, that's what your neighbor wants. Always remember that. When you are okay, your neighbor is okay. Not okay, you are not okay. That's why we have a long way to go in this society. Society is not made of angels, so it's made of people. People make the society. We can live side by side. We have our own different, multicultural background, but still, we can be neighbors, living peacefully, enjoying our existence on this universe that is created by God, or whoever you might call it. It doesn't matter how you call it. We are all humans. And we all deserved those fundamental human rights: right to breathe, right to have, health care and social welfare, right to education, right to freedom of association, right to liberty, right to freedom of movement, without thinking, can I go back home or shall I be home, and all those things. So we have a lot of things to discuss every Tuesday on this program. And then hopefully many people would learn a lot of things to adjust themselves. Once a while, we'll be reaching out to, the authorities who want to join us to discuss about any kind of challenges they are having, especially the police, the immigration. We'll reach out to them so that they can come and discuss with us. Because most of the people, they don't understand, how to get information, where to go, how to fetch, how to deliver, So when they come out when they come and discuss with us, people can ask questions. They can explain things. Because it's also important that we engage them. We will engage them from the police, the high-ranking police. We will write to them to invite them to our show. The immigration office, even the president, he's welcome to join the show. Because he's our president, you know what? Minister is our president. I don't know who's going to be the next prime minister. But it doesn't matter anyway. What matters is to go to work and pay your tax and be good citizen. That matters. Politicians are the same everywhere. Here we don't even we don't worry about them that much because they will stay in the parliament discussing the policies. But their policies would affect us because, but it doesn't matter. That's how politics is everywhere in the world. That's how things are, Yeah, that's how things are. Alaji Suso, even the money we carry. If you are listening, if you want to ask any question, you can ask. I'll be really happy to answer your questions. Yeah. So the drive show, it's not just going to be based on music, entertainment. No, it's also going to be based on education, on social issues in Finland, on political issues, on how to get a job, how to maintain your job, how to act professionally in a multicultural environment, which is very, very important because, what is good for you might be bad for other people. What is bad for other people might be good for you. Like, as you know, we have different cultures, religions, and we must respect everyone's culture and their religion. That's the only way to live peacefully. Because people value their cultures, their religion. But we should also understand that, maybe your culture and your religion is not important to other people. So when we go out to work with other people, we must understand that they came there to work. We all must understand that, the main objective of being paid is to deliver quality. And the best way to do that is to respect each other. And not to bring our own problems there. Not to judge people based on their background, color, religion. When you are able to do that, you can survive anywhere in this world. And which is very important because there are different kinds of smartness. Smartness doesn't mean only to have AAA, excellent all the time. Other people are not smart in school, but they are content creators. They can invent. They have the talent to do things which are very unique that everybody can do. So that's another smartness. We have street smart and book smart. Some people are street smart, some people are not, street smart, some people are book smart. But you have to find your own ways, areas that you're good at, you focus on that, and you know what you want. When you know what you want, the sky is the limit for you anywhere you go. Anywhere you go, my brother. I'm telling you based on experience, not because I'm just talking I want to talk. No. We are not just here just to talk. We are here to make changes in people's life. Ask not what the people can do for you. Ask what can you deliver to the people. What can you do for the people? If you have that mentality, that concept, my brother, you will be appreciated anywhere you go in the world. And when you're appreciated anywhere you go in the world, your life would be easier. Even if you go to Japan, you don't speak Japanese. You should understand the basic principles that a Japanese needs to survive. That is to look for a job, either any kind of job, any type of job. We must survive. We must survive. And then the reason why my friend Joe created this online is to bring people together, is to create a platform where people can discuss, people can express opinions, people can talk to people. We are talking to people. And when you talk to people, you expect that they understand what you are talking. You expect, even if we are changing one life, that is very important. Maybe there are other people, think differently. They are in trouble. Whatever situation you might be in, just remember that. The only way to change that situation is for you to stand up and take that big step. Because if you don't take that big step, nobody is going to take it for you. The only way to do that, is to start it for yourself. When you start the big step, when you take the step, for people who want to sponsor this program or any other program, you can find us online. It's like, you can call WhatsApp 0442448889. You know, the website is there, www.jcradiolive.com. Instagram also JC Radio. That's JC. YouTube JC Radio TV. Yeah, so your support is also needed because we all know that, things are very expensive globally. Materials are expensive, rents are expensive. So we'll be reaching out to businessmen and women in this country, private companies. They should reach out to us so that we can advertise their things, so that it will be easier for my boss to pay the bills. Probably my time is coming to be over. I want to. I don't know whether my boss has something to say at this moment, but. Okay, hello listeners. My time is coming to an end very soon. I want to thank everybody for joining this show. Remember, every Tuesday, the same time, 5:30 in Finland, in Sweden 16:30, in the Gambia 14:30. The only place to be is the JC Radio Online. JC Radio Online every Tuesday. The only person to be on the studio is Jabi Saini. Some people call him Jabi Saini. Some of my colleagues call me Big Daddy. Big Daddy is saying hi to everybody wherever you are. Hopefully you enjoy the program. Hopefully every Tuesday you will tune online. You will share this message. You will share the programs. We'll really appreciate it. And then my CEO, Joe, he's a nice guy. His doors are open, like I said. Yeah, so you are welcome to promote. You are welcome to discuss. Yeah, all the doors are open. I want to thank everybody who listen to us, who follow us. Please share this to your friends and your family. And I'm appealing to all the Gambians in Finland to support this program, to share it. Every Tuesday, 17:30, Finnish time. The only place to be is JC Radio Online. I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank you very much for listening, for following. Please remember to share. I want to thank everybody. So I am out for today, and we'll see you next week at the same time, the same day, Tuesdays. Thank you.
Me from uptown, Bansang me say da. Nothing coulda stop me like a cheddar. Mount a all, mount a thing I go freda. Ruda, what you say about them? Cause you know say Sky not afraid of them. Me cologne and ear what you say? Skywalker, hey you, me no long talker. Everybody know say me a bad